What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jen here from Puma Plow playing some more Railroads Online. Let's get to it. All right, so here we are at the sawmill around or around the sawmill on Railroads Online. Obviously, I'm not gonna go chase. No, Habit. I'm the one that needs to be responsible during severe weather in my house because, like, Dad would just ignore the tornado sirens when they go off. And my aunt just, yeah, she would be the one to go outside when there's like an F5 tornado looking right at you, you know? So, yeah, I got to be the responsible one. So, anyway, sawmill. Come down from the lumber camp that goes off to ironworks and beyond. I added a third track in the center here that loops into the sawmill here. However, this turn right here is too aggressive when you're loading the train in this direction. Now I could probably load the train in the other direction, but what I'm kind of thinking I want to do is I want to have kind of a straight track that kind of shoots out that way. Maybe I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it because there's some elevation there. I'm not gonna work on this today, but it's a potential idea. The other idea that I have as far as this beam train is when we get down here, maybe having a place to take these big engines and park them and hook on some kind of like maybe a gear drive engine or something that's a lot slower. Because, well, I got 3 of the biggest engine in the game because I'm going to need it to climb the hill to get where I need to go. But it's so much power. I ended up actually letting 2 of these run out of coal last night on purpose and run out of boiler pressure and just used 1. And that was still too much power because you end up pulling the train apart. And it's just not good. But anyway, so the sawmill used to loop into here. Actually, well, this track where this train is here used to go that way and around. So I've changed all of this. And now there's a big loop out across the pond that comes back in up here at the entrance. So I really like that track. That turned out well. Also redid the water tracks a little bit to get over to the water. For the glorious cow water, had to redo that just a smidge. But now that I'm looking at this, I need something that's real. Yeah, I need more like straight track shooting out here. And even if it's just a straight track that shoots out and then just dead ends, so you could load the train in basically a straight configuration, then back up, then drive forward and get out of here. I think that might be the strat because you're definitely not going to load the train and then have to curl back. There's elevation, there's other tracks in the way, so that ain't gonna work. So the goal for right now, by the way, plus built a new track. This is the big news on this map. So there is now another track that starts here at the top of this Y at the ironworks, and it meanders its way. Maybe a little aggressive here, but it meanders its way to the gold stamper. So that is going to greatly reduce the travel time from the sawmill down to the gold mine, because before you had to go like over here to the depot, past the depot, then drop south, and now you can just kind of meander your way straight. It's a lot straighter. It's still going to take forever. CBM, what's going on, man? How you doing today? But anyway, that is the first order of business. I do know that the sawmill is out of logs. However, I have 30 cars of logs sitting here waiting to go. Look at me being prepared, huh? It's kind of weird, right? And what's nice about redoing this track is 30-car train can sit in here and not interfere with the track that goes to the loadout side of the sawmill. Plus, there's technically an extra track here as well. So, and that's not even, that could pull up more and still sit. So I like that. I think it turned out nice. It's just the loading of this train. One, I need to like unhook these big engines, and 2, I need a straight track to run out on. Is kind of what I'm thinking. But anyway, you're having fun at work with the wind. Well, stay safe. I don't think you're gonna quite get the storms where you're at that some other parts of the country are gonna get, but still stay safe from the storms. Today is definitely a good day to have an app on your phone or a NOAA weather radio or something, some way to stay informed and get your weather warnings. Just saying, stay prepared, not scared. I like that one. That's one of my good, like one of my favorite weather sayings. That and turn around, don't drown. When there's a flooded road. It's a good one. Right. So these engines are pretty well full of water. These are the biggest engines in the game. I actually meant to buy 2 of them, but I accidentally bought 3 of them, and I'll show you how I did that real fast. It was really dumb on my part. Come in here, and I went over to the engine, customize it, and for some reason I was thinking that the quantity number started at 0. It starts at 1, so I clicked it twice, and I didn't even think about it. And then I spawn the trains, or I buy them, and then there's 3 on the track, and I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. So I don't know how to count. Can confirm. But that's okay. All right, let's see. Hopefully all these engines want to participate in the right direction here. This is sketchy with these 40 cars getting this moving. Again, which is why it would be nice to have a nice straight track. Actually, I could use this track to load out on, but I still need an over here. I need something. So anyway, so what time is it? It is 12:16, and we are setting off on our journey. It's a journey. There will be some of this track that I believe is at a 4% grade, which is a lot. Not the most you can have in the game or anything. You can go up to 10%, or you can go custom, which is way more, but for good track, running track, 4% is kind of a lot. So we do have a 90-degree crossover here. I'm not a huge fan of it. Not at all a huge fan, because it kind of upsets your train as it goes across there. The 45s are really bad. 90s are better, but yeah. So we just need to take it really easy right now and get this train all kind of moving here. Once we get everything out of switches and not on a death curve, that'll help. That'll definitely help. So we're just gonna take her easy. We're going about 10 miles an hour. These engines go a hair over 20, I believe. So we are entering a hill climb. I actually did redo this track a little bit too. I got rid of that weird whoopie curve that was up here. Yeah, it was a whoopie curve. There was a weird little thing. I don't know. It was strange. I don't know how it happened, but it definitely did happen. So all right, we're losing a little speed because we're going uphill, but that's okay because we have a lot of regulator still. To be honest, I think we're going to set our regulator and not touch it for a while, especially once we get on the new track, because it's a pretty constant hill climb between the smelter and the ironworks and the gold stamper. It's pretty well a constant grade, so it'll be good. But yeah, man, we're picking speed up, so we're doing fine. Every once in a while I like to check just to make sure the cars are still with me. I did have a chain reaction derail last night when I was loading this train, which is why I need to get rid of that curve. Because once one car tips over, when all the whole train comes rolling uncontrolled and slams into the next car, well, obviously cars just start tipping over. So I think I lost three. I think I lost three cars as I was loading this train up last night. Yeah, it was three. Yeah. So that was kind of funny, but like not at the same time. But that's okay. And then how about tomorrow, man? Down south, the weather. There's a huge 15% chance asterisk of tornadoes. It's for like the south. Crazy. There's next, like today and tomorrow, gonna be some wicked weather days, man. That's all I know. Hope everybody stays safe through all of it. 'Cause it's not good. Not good at all. So it's this track that I built, which is not this one, but it's a more direct route, but it also kind of meanders its way. Because you can only build your bridges so high above the ground. So you kind of have to do some meandering. What does it say? But that's okay. All right, that switch is set. Everything should be set because the last thing that was done on this map, this train was brought down this path. So no, I shouldn't struggle with these engines. I meant to only buy 2 of these left. I accidentally bought an extra one. So, but yeah, these engines, no, I shouldn't struggle at all. I was actually tempted with this route. If I would buy a couple of gear engines. Now the problem is the gear engines are obnoxiously slow. But if I were just to buy a couple of the gear drive engines, you could honestly run the train unmanned. Because once you get on the grade back at the sawmill, there's a couple spots where it flattens out, but who cares? Those trains only go so fast. You could legitimately just run it unmanned. I mean, you'd have to check on it once in a while to make sure like there's fire in the box, but it would be kind of wild. It would be insane. I was like, I totally could do that. But those engines are so slow that oh, this journey would take forever. The other thing about this journey with this train and everything, like I got to get my confidence and feel comfortable driving this at like, 20 plus miles an hour. So 40 mile an hour, gust to 58. Nice. CPM, that's awesome. I could pull 2,000 cars. What? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, 2,000 cars of beam. Good Lord. Yeah, so I guess we can swap an engine or two to something else, huh? I will say it's entirely too much power for loading up at the sawmill. Way too much power. So, yeah. 2,000 on medium is only 60%. Oh my God. These engines are crazy, huh? Full send. We will open up the regulator here in a minute, Tomcat. Once I get all cars onto this new track, like out of switches and out of this curve, we'll open her up. We'll probably be running uphill at max speed. We can run max speed until we get probably to this curve here. That curve's a little aggressive. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So, yeah. We drop it to 2 engines, it'd be 90% on 2. So 1 engine should be able to pull. Yeah. Okay. I got to find other jobs for 2 engines then. I mean, the train looks cool though with a triple header, right? The train looks cool. cool, and we're all about looks here at Puma Plow. Or something like that. That's kind of wild, though, to be honest. Absolutely wild. But yeah, I can find other jobs for... To be honest, like, Trent and I were talking the other night about, like, you know, at least I don't want to just, like, change all jobs to one of these big engines. Because you totally could. You could just put these engines on everything and be good to go. That's why we bought some different engines for the, like, the log trains, or the log train and 30 car log train. And it was like, okay, we could go with the big engine, but let's, like, have a little variety to the rail yard, or to the rail fleet. So he bought that one tank engine that we don't have any of, which is cool. And the problem is it only holds 1,000. I think it's 1,000 coal. So we're gonna have to get a coal tower going. We put one in at the depot. We're gonna have to get a coal tower going eventually. But gold mine is more important right now. So, because actually this beam train, I could totally take that to the gold, or the coal mine, and make a ton of coal with it. So, yeah, this large beam train will be used for other things. All right, so we are full sending uphill now. 3 of these giant engines. We have 40 cars of beams, and I'm in here by myself, which is fine, but I'm actually getting 40 frames. So, like, I'm happy about this. I did turn off my frame limit in this game last night, because I was like, you know, if I'm capping it at 60 and then it dies down so bad, I wonder if I, like, bump the cap up to 120. Like, if I'm starting with more frames, will I end up with more frames when it drops? I don't know. I doubt it, but YOLO. Might as well try it, right? Might as well try it. So this is all brand new track, by the way. Just like this, I did this the other day. I have gone down this track. I have not gone up this track yet. So I went down with the 4 engines, which are parked at the depot. We still have all 4 of those, but they're parked in the depot, in the train yard. So, but to get to the gold stamper, I mean, we're over halfway there already from the ironworks. Like, it's great to go between the two. I mean, maybe not halfway there. We're getting there, though. I mean, that's the mountain. It's on the other side of that mountain right in front of us. So, no big deal. One of these can pull 20. Like, holy cow. Interesting left. Then why do we have 2 on the coal train? Or the coal train. Huh. Interesting. I don't like how they get kind of whippy. But that's just the track in this game in general. So we are going to have to, I'm going to chicken out here. I'm definitely going to chicken out here in a second and pull the reg back just a hair. Because we hit a little bit of a straight here. Wouldn't mind shedding a little speed. Then we have a hard right. We actually go under this other track. This other track is a loop back track for the gold stamper. To loop back and go down to, like, the gold smelter kind of area. So we go under that, which I thought was a pretty clever way to do this. And then we get ourselves a pretty aggressive, I mean, it's no more than 4% again, I think. We get ourselves a good hill climb coming up here to get up to the stamper. So, I mean, but that just cuts out so much travel time, because before we would have had to, like, either go to that Y over there and then to the smelter and then drop south, or go up the hill to the freight depot and then drop south. So I think this is going to save... Oh God, I don't want to stop on this hill. I don't want to stop in this curve. Don't do this. There we go. I was like, I got going too slow there. Yeah, I think this new track's gonna greatly help out the travel time. So yeah, should be good. And it only took me like, well, you don't want to know how long it took me to build this track. There was a ton of trial and error. Yeah, it was bad. Oh, Bells, what's going on? How are you? I actually kind of wanted to build the track where it comes down here. I wanted to go straight across, go right above the iron mine, and then drop in here is what I wanted to do. I just couldn't get that to work. If this mountain wasn't here, if this mountain right here didn't stick out as much, we would have gotten that to work. But that's okay. Oh, Bucks, hope you're having a great day. Welcome in. Popping. All right, we are arriving at the Gold Stamper, which we're just driving through. So driving through, then once we get through switches again, we can crank it up and go on a pretty good hill climb again. Basically, the whole theory of this track, or the whole thing with this run, is it's just hill climb. It's hill climb to a flat area. It's a hill climb to a flat area. But that's okay. It's fun. All right, we are gonna hit a series of switches here. But we're going less than 15, so I don't foresee any issues. Need to watch my regulator here because this is flat. Some of these turns are a little aggressive up here, but it is flat, so it's all good. All right. I don't want to be going 20. I'll take 15, but I'd rather not go 20. I can avoid it. Left, that is a lot of butter. That looks like the days when we used to bake cookies. There'd be days we'd go through like 10 pounds of butter. Which 10 pounds of butter is a lot of butter. Just saying, yeah. That's a lot of butter on that picture. Oh, man. Watch the video, it looks good. And oh my. I was not expecting that left. I saw a person, what did they make, like a crepe layer cake or something? It like was a 25 layered crepe layer cake or something, and I was with like Oreos, and that's a lot of butter, isn't it? I mean, I'm not a steak expert, Lash, but you're basically boiling, okay. Boiling your steak in butter. And then he's gonna sear it off. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Sun just set. Nice, Obelix. Right now, hang on. Right now you can see there's just a few clouds out there in the backyard. We're nowhere near storms yet. Looking at the old radar there, like we're chilling right now. I think the big show is supposed to be around sunset or so for us, which, you know, is not till like 7 o'clock. It's only 12:30 here, so we got time. I will be stopping like right before the storms get here, though, like probably like a little while. I don't know, like a time frame, but I will be stopping a few minutes before they get here so that I can like prepare a little bit for the storms. So unplug computers, you know. Let's see, I want to unplug computers, probably make some food just because I haven't eaten anything yet today, so Probably make some food before the storms get here. Make sure I have my shoes on. You know, I'm charging my phone currently. Things like that. So yeah, just do a couple things to be ready for the storm. All right, we're gonna 100% regulator this. I also need to check this. Yeah, over here at the gold mine itself. I don't know. I need to run out on the main line there, and then I think that switch needs to be flipped because yeah, there's 1, 2, 3. Third one up is the main line, so we'll run in on the main. Yep. All right, that's what we're doing. Let's do it. So this especially, like, you could set especially a gear drive engine and just walk away from it. I mean, I'm setting these at 100%. I'm just not gonna touch it, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, we'll see about these storms, man. I'm not nervous about it, but I'm a little anxious, you know, as if yeah, this is 40 cars. Yep, this is 40 cars. But yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping everything turns out, but I mean, there's a very real chance, you know, that I won't be able to stream tomorrow because of a power outage or something. There's so many big trees in my neighborhood. Actually, you can see them in that. Here, hang on. Yeah, that tree in the right. It doesn't do it justice, but that thing has been terrifying everybody in the neighborhood for years. Because the power lines are 10 feet from the tree. It's been pruned over the years by the power company and stuff, but you get enough wind and, you know, you're going to have problems. So that tree's tall enough. I think it would actually hit Casey's house if it were to go, or parts of it were to go anyway. I think it would fall. If it would fall the wrong way, which would be, you know, across the power lines into Casey's pool that's right there, and then it would hit his house eventually too. So that tree has always terrified us, but I'm not the property owner, so I can't do anything about it. Plus, I don't blame them for not doing anything about it because that tree's so big it would cost. Plus, there's nowhere to drop it. That backyard that tree's in is tiny, actually. I mean, you're talking thousands of dollars. You'd have to get a crane in there. Yeah, you'd have to have a huge crane and chunk it and crane it over the house to get that out of there. So I don't blame them for not taking it down, but just trees are too close, man. That's all there is to it. They're just too close sometimes. Oh. All right, sweet. Oh, by the way, we were talking last night about the game Firefighting Sim, the squad, the older of the games, or the one that's been out for a while. It's on sale right now on the Steam summer sale, or whatever sale's going on right now on Steam. Several cases of beer. Okay. Lumberjacket, that would be the best way, yeah. Yeah, that would be that'd be great. Use lumberjack, or like you said, just a bunch of beer. All right, sweet chat. Awesome. Sorry, my little email chain from yesterday just got the last reply. We're good for stuff. We are good for stuff. Let's go. If you're going, what? Why is that blocking that? Bullying? What is that? I think it's supposed to be chill, right? Whatever that is, Twitch flagged. If you're gonna chill right. I think, right? Twitch did not like it. Apparently, it's a bullying, a term of bullying. So it's a shamelessly plug. Oh, well, according to Twitch, it's for bullying, is why it got held. So I don't know why. Oh man. But anyway, the firefighting simulator, the squad, which is the one that's been out for a while, it's on sale. So I would like to get a squad together and actually play that on stream again. So, but it's better with 4 like real people. That's for sure. The AI in that game is fine, but it's not the smallest. And that's putting it lightly. Although there's different modes. I figured that out last time I played it. I had them on like search and rescue, and I'm like, why aren't you using the hose that's in your hand? Well, once you put them on fire attack or fight fire or whatever, however they word it, well, they're a whole lot smarter and they use the hose that's in their hand. All right, we have arrived. I don't know how that took like what, less than 30 minutes to get here, and I wasn't like driving her that aggressively. It took like an hour to commute the other day, so I mean, I think that's a W for the new track. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that's awesome. All right, we got coal here. We got tools here. We don't have any rail here anymore. We may have to go on a rail, a run to get rail. We may have to do that, but we will see. We got a bell on. One of these ends is ringing. Adam, what's going on? Welcome in. It's going. Hope all is well with you. All right. So I don't actually know. So the boys, the other night when I left after Monday's stream, I came back and the guys had the whole beam train empty and a bunch of other trains all, you know, I don't actually know how much gold ore we have. I do know that we're out of beams. So I did come back and God, I put water in everything the other night up here at it was a lot. Actually, how much gold ore do we have? We have 60 gold ore right now. Okay. So not great, but 60 is better than not having 60. Oh, man. 60 is better than nothing, right? All right, so this is processing. It's using the beams right away as we unload them. I mean, it's a little slower, obviously, than we can unload them, but it's using it. So I think the next thing we're going to have to go get is rail, though. Because like I said, that rail train I know is empty. It's sitting over here, so might have to do that next instead of haul more beams. We may not be able to unload this train without getting rail, which is fine. It's all good. But man, that journey wasn't bad though. I kind of like that. Wasn't bad at all. Whole lot better than before. All right, unload. Please unload. Please unload. Thank you. Got to get past like where there's like an offset in that platform there, otherwise it won't unload them. Need to slow it down a little bit there. Okay, we're coasting. Definitely coasting. Watching our rail too. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get some of that, which is fine. Not a big deal. I think we have some anyway. I'm not actually sure. We may have to run Corewood. The bane of everybody's existence in this game is Corewood, I feel like. So yeah, might have to run some of that today. We'll see. Oh yeah. Yeah, fun. Yeah. Definitely lots of fun weather. We are in a elevated risk. Hang on, I can actually tell you. Hang on. We're in the 15% what they call hash risk of tornadoes. We're in a pretty good risk of hail, pretty good risk of damaging winds. Just severe weather in general, pretty good risk of. So yeah, it's gonna be it's got a potential to be pretty bad here tonight. So the plan is I'm gonna stream until right before they hit, and then I'm gonna go hide. By hide, I mean I'm going in the house and I'll be chilling in a recliner until there's like a tornado warning that I deem is worthy of like going and hiding in the basement. So, because that's where I'll probably end up at some point this evening is hiding in the basement with the fam. So I don't have a storm shelter. I've always kind of wanted like a dedicated storm shelter, but we just have the basement. So it's all right. We can go kind of interior and we'll be all right, hopefully. But there is a real chance I would say of like not being able to stream tomorrow just because of like power. So there's a real shot of that. So if I don't show up tomorrow, y'all know what happened, okay? Y'all know what happened. No power. But yeah. Don't build them. Yeah, it's something with the soil or the rock, isn't it? Isn't Texas like all rock? Okay, so we are officially shut down. We are out of rail. There's 2 rail there. So we are officially shut down here, and I need to park this train out of the way. So we got up to 70. So we got 10. We only got 10 gold ore out of all those beams. Or not all of them, but most of them. That's crazy. Boulders. Yeah, okay. I got you. Yeah, so I got a brother who lives in San Antonio or something, and like I didn't realize like in San Antonio, well, at least the part he lives, there's no like city sewer. Everybody has septic tanks, and then like the water, there's no like leach field. You just like have a special sprinkler that waters your yard every night with the water from the septic. And I'm like, what? He's like, oh yeah, it's totally common. I'm like, okay. Whatever you say, dog. Blew my mind, honestly. Because it's so rocky there, you can't put in a leach field. And I was like, plus it wouldn't leach anywhere. I was like, that's crazy. We're down to 75 out of 100 tools. Okay. All right, so I got to jump this train over a track or two here so that I can go grab the beam or the rail train and go get more rail, assuming we have any. Because that I don't actually know about. Yes. All right, sorry, chat. I was talking with Pops. So we're actually out of rail. So we're gonna have to go haul. We're gonna have to haul core wood. Is what we're gonna have to haul. So yeah, that's fun. On the On the plus side, it's 1,000 degrees in the summer. I mean, if that's not appealing to want to move to Texas, I don't know what is. I mean, sign me up. Absolutely. That sounds miserable. All right, we're gonna go over. Let's see. I'm gonna go all the way over. Why not? This setup is long enough that we can do that. So we'll hit those switches there. Try not to do anything crazy with this train. All right. Yeah, I don't get it. My brother, he lived in Florida before Texas, or well, at one time he lived in Florida, and he came home for he was here in October one time, and he was at our pumpkin day, our party at the farm, and it was like 60 degrees, and it was kind of a little bit like overcast and a little breezy, you know, and it was nice. I mean, I was wearing a t-shirt. I think I had a long sleeve t-shirt on the day. He had like 14 layers. He had a stocking cap on. He was freezing. I'm like, but he's used to the heat, you know, in Florida and like Central Florida. So, I mean, I get it, but I was like, dang, bro. Like, how are you surviving in there? And I even offered him, like, I had a coat in the truck. I was like, you want it? Like, how many layers do you need? Apparently, yes is the answer, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I want it to be summer because I like mowing and I like being, you know, doing stuff outside and whatnot. But like, man, if it could just be summer and only be like, you know, 80 with not 1,000% humidity. Cause like, you know, I know a lot of places get, but the humidity is unreal, you know, all summer. But that's all right. All right. Get this train over out of the way. And then I guess we have to go find the Corwood cars. I don't know where they're at. They're probably sitting at the Schmelter empty. If I had to guess. Which that's kind of fun. That's a good time. All right. This is why I made these tracks so well. I didn't know we were going to be running 40 car trains, but it's kind of the reason I made these tracks so long. Well, Six, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome in. All right. So we'll take this train down there at least. And then we'll have it. All right, this is our 4-engine. These are the loud whistle engines. Yeah, these things are stupid loud with their whistles. All right, and this is where, you know, we could just buy another big one and slap her on here, but it's kind of fun to have different engines too. Boy, Pop's fired up that truck. That truck sounded good today. He's got his Ram backed in the driveway right now, so the exhaust on that Ram comes out the back, and it's pointing right at the garage door. It sounds great. Just saying. Holy smokes! All right, we're going for full coal on these, by the way. Full coal. Apparently we need, well, coal lasts forever, so hopefully these engines, I'm having trouble on this game. When I fill an engine with water, it doesn't always like remember that I've filled it with water. I should say like a tender or something. Because see, this was full. And there's no way moving from that track to this track and then the engine just sitting here and cooling down went through 1,000 water. Like, I know I filled these up the other day. on Monday night. They're all the same though. That's very suspicious, but I know for a fact I filled these up. And see, that one's full. So I don't know what to tell you. Other than it's odd. All right. We are 100% there. Stand by for eardrum explosions. That's all we'll do. Sorry. I just have to. I just have to, okay? It happens. All right, let's get up out of here. Let's get some speed to us and go for a bit of a run. All right, let's set, we need to change a switch. So we're going to run through the gold stamper again, or around the gold stamper, but instead we want to go, or the gold smelter, sorry, to the right. And then that switch doesn't matter. Those switches don't matter. This one does. We want to go north. Or wait, where do we want to go here? Yeah, we want to go north there. Let's see. How are we going to do this? I need another loop over here. I guess we'll have to come in that way. Come in, loop in here. Get loaded up, and then we'll probably back up somewhere. We could back up to here and then go, I guess, yeah. It's not set up for that really, but that's okay. All right, I feel a lot more confident driving this. I think this is only 20 cars, so. The 40 cars just terrify me, honestly. It's just like kind of too much. Plus these engines don't have near the power, so if you hit your regulator or brakes a little too hard on these engines, you don't notice it nearly as much. Those big engines, you got to be so careful with, I feel like. Part of that is the learning curve. You know, I haven't really put much time in those big engines yet, but it's okay. Heck is running outside. Slice, mister, what's going on? How are you? Welcome back. Sounds like somebody has either an aircraft or like a generator running outside. Kind of sounds like a wood chipper too, though. Very specific, I know. Oh, man. Very specific. Could be anything from a wood chipper to an aircraft. I listen real good, can you tell? I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. Kind of funny, though. All right, we are off to the smelter, and then we have to take the forward train and go off to the lumber camp. And then actually, let's see, are we looking at this right? Let's do a little figuring real fast here. A little look-seeing, if you will. So that's only got 167 more iron ore. We're gonna have to make an iron ore run at some point as well. Those cars are currently tied up with coal, but we could use coal. We could shed a bunch of coal at the ironworks if we had to. And then down here, yeah, so we probably need to get the big train unloaded, which with this, if I get enough rail on this train, whatever I get, that's how we're going to have to do it. Whatever rail I can get out of the smelter, out of that 167 iron ore. We'll bring back up here so that we can empty the beam train, and then ideally we'll run the beam train and do a split load for the iron ore mine and try to get that as full as possible. And maybe even, yeah, we'll bring the coal tray down, empty it at the, although then there's no, yeah, there's no more coal either. Then we need to get another train of beams. Oh God, it's just a snowball. It's just, there's always something, you know? There's always something, chat. I don't know what's going on. I know that I'm taking this to the smelter, and then I have to take the, there's a train sitting at the smelter, the corewood train. I gotta go get corewood. That's about all I got for you right now. That's about it. Okay. The rest of this is just me thinking out loud, like, hey, I should do that. I should do this. Hey, I should haul raw iron while I'm down there. This is like the ADHD of the brain. Like, well, we could do that. We could do getting distracted. The mission is still gold. The problem is, you know, to have, I mean, turn that on, to have enough resources for gold, we have to stop and do a bunch of the other stuff. Is going to be the issue. So really, I probably should not have even brought that train load of beams up here. I should have taken a split load of beams and lumber to the iron mine first. But, well, we're here, so they already did it. So, yeah. The full smelter. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't, does hard mode change the recipes? I thought hard mode just changes the weight of the cars. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong on that. And to be honest, I don't know what mode I'm playing on. I think I'm probably more of like the easy mode, but I don't actually know. But yeah. Hard load mode is more, so it changes the recipes is what you're saying. I thought it just changed the weight of the cars. But again, I could be mistaken. Probably am, but you never know. Never know. Oh man, the wind is getting with it. The wind is getting with it, chat. Like all of a sudden too, like it wasn't windy a minute ago, and now it's like getting with it. All right, we definitely need to slow down a little bit. Going a little fast here. But that's the beautiful part of this this track. On the downhill, man, you can get with it. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to go like too fast here, but gotta watch Trent on these hills, you know. I'm just saying. Nick says, good morning, sir. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Good morning to you. What the heck is that? There must have been like a little bug on the window or something that camera's looking through. I just saw this like orange orb floating across my camera. Dude, I could turn that into like Unsolved Mysteries or something. Where's that? What's that show? Like Ghost Hunters or something? I could turn that in. What the heck? I don't know if it recorded. Oh, it is recorded. Yeah, I could pull it. Wild. I mean, good morning, Nick. How's it going? Hope all is well. Yeah, this is a good run downhill though. This isn't bad. Gotta love when you can not use any regulator whatsoever and just kind of roll on. See, I wish this track could take a right turn here or a left turn. I couldn't get it. Well, actually, I didn't try that. I could try to put a switch right there and shoot the gap and go left. Would save a little more time getting through everything, but oh, didn't realize the time. Busy day. I got you, Nick. Okay. I got you. Hey, Nick. The firefighting game is on sale. You might be getting, I don't know, Santa might come early this year. Because I do want to play that game on stream again. It's a fun game, but yeah. Got the old Steam sale going on, you know. The sales that seem to happen a lot on Steam. That's all right. All right, let's run through here. Come on. Come on, Dominoes. So if we have to take the coal train down, we have to make a decision. We probably should load up the gold that's there. The problem with doing that is it has to go to the stamp mill next. So that's where that has to go. Not that I'm worried about processing it through, because it's 4 wood, water, and more coal. Not worried about that necessarily, but if we're going to take the train down, we might as well take the gold out. Although that's like, what, 2 cars? So I might not even worry about it. Maybe when we run the coal train back up there, we just purposely leave like a car with nothing in it. We can always dump coal on the ground if we had to just get rid of it too. So not worried about that, I guess. Not worried about it. All right, we got quite a journey ahead of us yet. Plus we have to switch trains when we get where we're getting to. But that's all right. Okay. All right. What? Oh, jeez. That was a little fast. That was a little fast. Oh boy. That okay. I got a Discord message that, I don't know. A leprechaun is leaving Nick a game? Maybe. Nick, you can't say that word. Come on, Nick. Do better. Autobot definitely got you. Sean, what's up, by the way? Welcome in. Oh, man. Nick said a bad word, chat. He said a bad... No, he didn't say that word. He said an actual bad word. Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. Oh, we gotta slow down for that 45, don't we? Oh boy. Okay, Shaggy, what's going on? This game looks different than the last time you watched. Really? They have changed like the HUD and stuff of this game over the years. Yeah, they've definitely made this game a lot better over the years. Like, the garage door is starting to make noises, chat. Like the air gets between the panels of the garage door. You know, I wonder if I could bring that track over, elevate it, like one track, like up, somehow like curve it still over this track, elevated. And then when I get out here, drop it like it's hot and connect it up here. And then I don't have to have the 45 crossover. I bet I can do that. I never thought about it till now. The HUD is so much better now. Yeah, the biggest thing they did for quality of life to me was they gave us keyboard controls for the reverser, the brake, and the regulator. Back in the day, you could only do the regulator. So if you needed to slow down, you had to like, oh, I got to find the thing. Hang on, I got to run my brake. No, I can just tap on the keyboard now. Now they don't have for the generator, but you don't really use generator. You basically, if you need your generator, you turn it on and you leave it on. But, and then even like, you know, I can open the cylinders on my engine with the keyboard, or I can hit the bell. You can't really hear it, but yeah, they don't have a whistle keyboard command, but that's okay. I forgot these were the loud engines. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. It scared me just as much as it scared you, okay? I'm just saying. Oh my God. I didn't know it was left control. The more you know, chat. That's interesting. I was actually messing with this game the other day. I was on, I had my Xbox controller in my hand, and boy, that's a different experience. Let me just say that much. Very different experience. That's crazy. Don't threaten me with a good time. I don't know if I like how it works, I'll be honest. The way it like ramps up. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that, but that's okay. Easy now. We're going through switches. Don't need to go over 20. Oh, I don't like going over 20 through switches, especially with empty cars. If I had like full coal cars or something, you know, they're the hoppers, they're heavy. You can get away with a lot more with those, but these empty light cars, I don't like it. Why is there a 45 crossover over there? I don't know what that's from. Oh man. Not a clue. But yeah, that wind be whipping. Now, the good thing I feel like for right now anyway, at least on the Radar Omega app, or the Radar Omega app, there's a bunch of storm chasers that like live stream their dash cams in the Radar Omega app, which is really cool. You can watch it right through like the Radar app. None of them are near St. Louis right now. So that's a good thing. However, there's still time for them to get here. So where's Reed Dimmer at today? Does anybody know? He's the one you really got to watch when he's in your neighborhood. You got to watch him, man. He drove past, like, not down my street, but like on the highway that's by my house a while back. I like watched him on his live stream drive down like roads that I was very familiar with. It's pretty cool. Did I see the trailer for the new Firefighter Sim? Yes. I am on their list already for at least a press copy. I don't know if that means early access or not, but we've been emailing already. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that, but I don't think I was told not to. So whenever that game actually comes out, I will be getting it. And like I said, I don't know if that means early access. That'd be cool if it does, but if it doesn't, that's fine too. Either way, I'm actually kind of wanting to play like the old one, which is Firefighting Simulator: The Squad. I'm probably gonna fire that up one of these days on stream. If I can get a couple of the guys that that have it, it'd be fun. So, you betcha. That's what I was talking about the other day. Yep. I was trying to be a little bit secretive, but I can't keep secrets for nothing. Although there might be a secret I'm keeping. But anyway, it's nothing for stream. So it's, yeah, not really a secret. I'm just not talking about something, but that's okay. Anyway, I got to stop talking about it because now I'm going to tell y'all. In general, though, like the family knows if you want to keep a secret, you usually don't tell me. Because, well, there's a chance that everybody will know it. So, all right, we have no rail here. So, we're going to go ahead and lock this train down and switch. Switch over to the Corwood train, which is conveniently sitting here empty. Sad. Very sad times. Oh, man. How much water is on this thing even? Oh, we chilling on the water. Okay. That is good. But yeah, I don't think I was not supposed to tell y'all, so. But like I said, I don't really know what being put on the list means. This is a good list to be put on. I do know that much. It's not like a hit list, you know. But beyond that, I don't really know what it means. But I did get confirmation that I'm on the list for whatever. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what that means, but we're on the list. We've made it, boys. We've made it to the list. We'll just run straight through the depot. And let's see. I think dude, there's too many tracks over here these days. We're going to run up. We want to go that way, and we want to go that way. And when we get there, it doesn't really matter. Actually, it does matter. It matters to me which way we go in here. I want to go that way. Okay. All right. So that should be all set. All right, let's go grab some core wood real quick. Who am I kidding? There's nothing quick about it. But that's all right. Kimmy's naughty list. I don't think I'm on that list. I might be. Dave, what's going on? How are you? Hope all is well. Oh, wait, sorry, I have a button for this now. I guess it is a nice ramp up of the whistle, you know? But I miss being able just to go. Or something, I don't know. It is nice though. All right, so off to get some core wood so we can make some more. Oh man, I thought all switches were set. That would have been awkward as we roll into the cow farm looking for core wood. I don't think they have any of that there. In fact, I know they don't. That front engine? What? Wait, which engine am I in? I'm in the front engine. Okay. This front engine is cold. I mean, it's warming, but there we go. We're getting boiler now. We'll be okay. Yeah, Dave, the storm is yet to come today, so we're fingers crossed, you know, I appreciate it. Yeah, the way they're talking, it could be a real one, you know? Like the Storm Prediction Center doesn't, you know, the 15% hash risk, like you don't see that every day, you know? I mean, they issue it a few times a year, but, oh, I redid all this too. There's our cold tower, by the way, we put in the other day. We need to fill it still. But yeah, the Storm Prediction Center doesn't put out what they put out too often, so but I don't know. We'll hope. We'll see. If I'm not here tomorrow, honestly, the best way to get updates or whatever, if anybody like cares, would be Instagram. I'll post stuff in there on my story. I can also I'll post some, like, if we get damage or whatever on, what's it called? The Gram. No, not Gram. Discord as well. So if you guys want to stay informed, then that would be the place. I'm preparing, like mentally preparing anyway, for not having power tomorrow or tonight after the storm, you know, because there's so many overgrown trees in my neighborhood. There's so many. It's been a while since the power company had their like tree contractors come in and trim things back and stuff. So, and even if they do trim it back, there's still monster trees that are just way too close, but they can't take out, you know, they can only go so many feet from the power lines. But when you have a tree that's like way tall and sketchy and way too close to power lines, like, yeah, I'm just preparing to not be able to stream tomorrow, but hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed, right? That's true, Sean. Yeah. Yep. Because I would assume I mean, just the thunderstorms alone, they're calling for like super strong winds. So even if there's not like a nadir outbreak around here, just like the straight line winds could cause a ton of damage. And, you know, when you get a lot of damage over a wide area, well, the power companies, you know, they can't get out and rebuild everything that fast. So we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But it's all right. It's all good either way. Like I said, not, you know, be prepared, not scared. I'm not scared of the storms. I respect the storms. You know, it's like electricity. I'm not scared of electricity. I respect it. So we'll see. Hopefully everything's all right. Hopefully it's another one of those cases where like they predict, you know, bad, but like bad doesn't happen, and then we get to celebrate that it doesn't happen. So, and then get to be like, man, these meteorologists don't know what they're talking about. That's what I'm hoping happens. So we'll have to wait and see, of course, but that's the hope. I need to change that, by the way. Where you go from bridge or trestle to regular track, that's just, it's too aggressive. The other thing I might do is actually bring that over to run parallel. I like parallel tracks now. Like, wait till we go on our first run up to the oil field. Dude, the oil field is all, like, on the flat track, all parallel track. It's beautiful. Just saying. How beautiful. It's so nice. but that's okay. I took a lot of time working on that too. You know, it's crazy that's a whole industry we still haven't touched. The oil refinery still isn't even hooked up to the track yet. Haven't even gotten that far yet. But the gold is going to be like it's just, there's so many steps to get gold. It's kind of insane, honestly. Now, I do know that, you know, we could cheat the system. You know, I could put everything, like find a big flat area, like up here is actually a fair amount of flat land. I could come up here and just put industry, and then just haul. Oh my god, don't tip over. Don't do it. I need to make this track better up here too. We have lots of room. I don't know why I made the turn so aggressive up here. But yeah, there's plenty of room. So I think I need to change that up one of these days. But you know, yeah, you could clear this whole area out here, and I could put a sawmill right next to the lumber camp, and then I could put, you know, a iron ore mine right here. So just in a couple minutes, you know, I could have iron ore right next to the sawmill here, or to the lumber camp. But I don't feel like cheating like that, so we're not going to do that, because the driving of the trains is, you know, kind of the fun part, so not gonna do it. Actually, you go on the desert map, which is the newest one. You go on the desert map, you could cheat that map hard if you wanted to. Oh, man. All this glory. Welcome in. Stop. What's up? Welcome in, y'all. Would you like to play a game? Only if it's, what was it? Thermonuclear warfare. I shouldn't joke about that these days, but you know, it was from that movie, right? Speaking of missiles, did y'all ever play Missile Defender back in the day? Y'all remember that game? That game was so much fun. I wonder if it's, can I play that somewhere? Is that like in a browser somewhere that I can play, like on a website? That game was sick back in the day. I love that game. I probably played way too much of it. That's okay. Good old Missile Defender. That was a fun time. But yeah. My Windows is yelling at me up there that we have a wind warning. I don't actually know if we're under that yet, though. I think it kicks in later. But I could be wrong. It is crazy I want to play the game, though, right? I mean, man. What a concept. Wind advisory. Imagine that. Couldn't be me. Do you remember? All right. Let's go. River Raid. The heck was that? Googling. Hang on. Trying to Google. River Raid. I don't know that I've ever seen this. Hang on. I'm a looking on the Googles over here. Hoping the storm's being, yeah, I am too, but I don't think it's gonna be. I unfortunately think this one, it might be kind of real. So, but we'll see. River Raid. Oh, it was an Atari game. So I never played Atari. Yeah, no. That looks interesting though. I'm sure that was pretty sick back in the day, but no, I never I never played Atari. I never had one. The first gaming like console in our house was NES. So wins and taxes are crazy. 101 was reported. And people wonder why we got all that dirty rain, you know? There you go. Wow. That's crazy. It spooked you enough to clear the garage to get both your cars in. That was before internet? Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember days before the internet. I was born in 87. So I got my scanner on and there's already wires down, by the way. And it's not even storming here yet. Oh gosh. 74. You got me by a couple years, yeah. Yeah, back before Al Gore invented the internet, you know? I love that. And like the younger people are like, he did? Really? That's cool. Oh, he didn't. He did secure, we don't talk politics, but this is history, not politics. He did secure a bunch of funding for the internet early on for military use. So he didn't invent the internet, but he did get a bunch of funding for the internet. So in a roundabout way, Al Gore invented the internet. Uh, you know, yeah. You guys watch cell phones and internet? Yeah. The arch weather unit. Well, the Wi-Fi is real good down there in downtown St. Louis. Just saying, the 5G, I think they might have 6 now down there, just at the arch, And I can remember the first cellular phone experience that I had. It was my dad at his old job, or before he retired, basically. Lawn and garden company that he worked for. He sold lawnmowers, and part of that was you would deliver new lawnmowers and repaired lawnmowers and stuff. And I can remember they had like an 88 Chevy Blazer. Okay. That dad would hook a little trailer onto and, put a tractor or two on there or whatever. And I can remember going out with him after work hours because he would deliver a lot in the evenings. And he had a bag phone. He had a bag phone in that Blazer. And I just remember how cool it was that and he would always let me dial the numbers. So I remember how cool that was, be dialing a phone in a car and then he would talk to it. And I'm like, this is wild. This is the future, Just saying. A mounted car phone in his S10. Nice. But yeah, the old big phones. I mean, it was awesome. I could remember calling Bob, hey, we're on our way with your lawnmower. And, okay, we'll see you in a minute. I can even remember somebody being like, man, you're sure made good time. And he's like, well, I called you from my car phone, it's just not a thing everybody had back then, You weren't allowed to use it. Calls were too expensive. I gotcha. Yeah. These youngins, no, they don't. I'll tell you what, one of the best days growing up, and it wasn't the best day in the moment, but to me it was a character builder and one of those days where it just makes you appreciate things. We woke up one day and we didn't have electricity at our house because it had been turned off by the company because we couldn't pay the bill. And man, that just kind of changes your perspective a little bit, Just saying. Well, I wasn't the one talking on the phone. I just got to push the buttons on the car phone, on the big phone, So But yeah, waking up without power one day, that kind of, you know, you appreciate things a little bit more after that, you know? Or like, you know, growing up and, oh, we didn't have cable because, you know, couldn't afford it. But like, I'd go to the neighbor's house and like, they would have died without cable, you know? Like, well, it's just life. It is what it is sometimes, right? Anyway, that took a weird left turn. Sorry about that. Oh man. Those were the dark ages in the family when yeah, it was pretty rough there for a little while, but you know, we made it through it as a family. So builds character, as I like to say. Oh man. Definitely builds character. All right. That's what counts. Yep. 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 All right. Two more cars. We honestly need like 1,000 car Corwood train. The game would absolutely vomit if you did that, but you know. Can you all hear that? Did you all hear that? That wind is aggressively hitting my garage door right now. Oh man. Back when parents taught kids respect and manners. You know what's funny? I feel like growing up, you know, I was the youngest of 7. And, you know, there's quite an age gap between like my oldest siblings and I, right? How would these cars handle a farm sim horse? I don't know, but I'd love to find out. But growing up, I feel like mom and dad didn't really like parent me per se. Like I got grounded one time for I don't even know what for. But it was more so like this is how we're supposed to act because that's all how all the siblings acted, I feel like. So then it's just like, okay, that's how we're supposed to act. We're not supposed to be like little hellions, you know? Plus, like, you know, I didn't really know my dad till I was a teenager. I mean, he lived in the same house and he came home every night and he smelled like gasoline from being at work and, you know, exhaust from lawnmowers. But like I didn't really know him till I was in my teenage years, to be honest. He just worked so much. So yeah. After that many kids, they had to be over the strict parenting. I would assume, yeah. I don't know how strict they were before I was around, to be honest. I've never really talked to my siblings about it, but yeah, I would assume. And I mean, yeah, I wasn't a planned thing, you know, so that probably is part of like my sister kind of raised me a lot, to be honest. So yeah. We what? That's not good. I mean, dad has stories of like back in the day when you know, grandpa was not thrilled and they'd have to go out to the tree and, you know, pick the switch, you know, and don't get too small of a switch now because you don't want him to have to go get it, you know, but I never experienced anything like that. Yeah. You're one of two and your younger sister got away with murder compared to you. That's probably, to be honest, and this is gonna maybe sound weird. Italian boy, hello. English, please, but hi. What's going on? I don't speak Italian. I'm sorry, but I do feel like that's kind of a thing in my family too. Like I kind of got away with murder growing up, in a way, and I kind of feel like that's why some of my older siblings kind of don't like me. So I do feel like that's maybe, or at least I feel like they don't like me. I mean, I don't, I've never been like, hey, do you like me? You know, I've never said that to them, but yeah, some of my older siblings and I, we don't really, yeah, I don't really, get along too well, but that's okay.